I
as we're
could say
walking out.
something really nasty right now, but I'm not gonna.
Okay,
But we're
we
live
are live.
on YouTube. Why
I
would
We
you?
are
know, that's why I'm
live
not
on
going to.
YouTube right now. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. It is Friday, February 6th. Welcome to our Valentine's Day edition of our Team Go Extreme APL Go cocktail party. Many of our teammates are in Las Vegas. However, before we break into that, we need to do a huge round of applause. So everybody unmute and let's applaud Amber, Narita, Colleen, and of course, Darlene. And we all know why. Amber, where are you going? You've just won.
Alaska, baby.
Yay!
Woo! That's
Woo!
exactly
With
right.
a
Tell us,
balcony room and a drink package.
oh my gosh. And tell
For
us what you're most excited about.
Really, I'm really excited to see everybody there. Everybody that's going to be there because I know all of you are coming with us. So getting to see everybody there, getting to see the beautiful scenery and hopefully some cool animals in Alaska and just having an enjoyable, what is it? Is it 7 days or 8 days? I can't remember.
7.
Seven. So
7 days.
7 day trip.
Oh my gosh. Well, before we get into the meat and potatoes of this fun party that we're going to do, I just have to ask you while I've got you, what's the one thing that you did that got you there so quickly? I mean, boom, you guys are, in fact, you're almost at two people being able to go. What did you do? What's the secret to getting there?
So right when we got the qualifications, we took a look at where our team was with upgrades, with possibilities with that, so that we could have conversations with our team members to find out if they wanted to upgrade and also remind them when we had a big sale, hey, there's a huge sale. If you upgrade now, and it also can help us out. And so they're usually willing to, what I find often is that teammates are willing to say, oh yeah, I do want to upgrade. I forgot I could upgrade or anything like that. And then also, we enrolled, I think, one or two diamonds, businesses that were ready to get started retailing. And just showing up and being present at Zooms and doing all the things that were asked. The bingo game helped. All of the things that we get to do. We played an awesome bingo game put on by Tina, and there was some great prizes, and it was things that could help boost our business.
That is incredible. So what you're saying is you used every tool you could to make sure that you got there and you enlisted and enrolled the support of other people. It takes the whole team. It takes every single person to be able to jump in, dive in, and get this done. I'm really excited for you, really happy for you. If you all want to know what it looks like to go on a trip with our team and with our company, I will tell you, you should go and watch some of the movies, the actual movies about places that we've been, we've gone, and what we've done, because it is shockingly good. I don't think I see anyone else currently who has won the trip at this moment, but I know there might be some others coming on. I do want to switch over real quickly to Pamela and ask Pamela not just about a trip that she's won, because I'd love to hear about that as well, but you are currently in another city. Can you tell us a little bit about that and what you're doing?
I am, but first off, I'm just going to clarify some language because we're not winning trips here. We're earning them. Um, and that's I don't know, that's just a big stickler for me because it just means that the company is offering an opportunity for us to earn them. It's like some random your number gets pulled and you're winning a trip, which that would be cool too. So everyone on here works their butt off in a fun way, using all the tools, all the help, like Amber said. Those were great questions, Julia. So yes, I am in Vegas, from Reno to Vegas, same state, but we are in the middle of our 5 city tour. We were in St. George last weekend. Well, we weren't, the company was, and Tina and Kelly, our ambassadors, were there in St. George. And then a couple weeks prior, they were in Orlando. We're in Vegas today, and we have our event tomorrow. So any of you watching from Vegas, or if you know someone in Vegas, meet us at Lexi's Bistro tomorrow at either 10 a.m. or 2 p.m. Lunch is included at 1. It's going to be awesome. We're going to have networking. We're going to talk about leadership and residual income, and of course, innovative wellness. And it's going to be a fantastic event. It's the 3rd of 5. And then I believe on the 21st of February, they're going to be in Maryland with you, Miss Julia, hosting. And then finally, March 7th in Scottsdale, Arizona. All of that leading up to our anniversary event back in Orlando in April, our Florida Fiesta. It's going to be amazing. Our company president is going to be there. We have some incredible speakers. It's going to be a wonderful event. But if you're in Vegas or you know someone or you're within driving distance, hop in the car tomorrow and meet us at Lexi's Bistro in Henderson.
So I have a question for you because
Yeah.
let's say I'm on the fence
Yes.
and I'm considering going to Las Vegas, but I'm kind of like, well, what's the real big reason? What's the big takeaway I'm going to have from tomorrow? Am I going to win any prizes? Am I going to meet anybody special? Or I mean, what is the big takeaway that you think people would really want?
Yeah, I mean, the people obviously are the number one draw to come to any event. And whether you're part of our team or not, if you're maybe just happen to be streaming YouTube and you fall upon this video, the people in the room, we have top leaders, we have ambassadors of our company, Tina, Malsom, and Kelly Vincent. I'm going to be there. Narita's going to be there. Deborah's going to be there. Ludi's going to be there. Kathleen is going to be there. Lori Flynn is going to be there. Oh my gosh, I'm sure I'm missing people, but tons of people with just a big heart to help people and the expertise and the skills to help people increase their income, their happiness, their health, because that's what we're all about. If you're on the fence, what do you have to lose? What else you're going to be
Pretty
doing
much.
on a Saturday? If you're not going to be moving your business or your health or your wealth forward, then maybe it's an opportunity for you to come be in a room full of us. And there might be prizes. I don't know. There could always be a fun surprise. You just never know with APL Go.
I would agree with that. We never know what really cool thing somebody's going to pull out of their sleeve. Our owner being a magician, there's always some sort of
Something.
surprise, right? There's a magic trick. And the last question I want to ask you before I let you go, because I do want to go through everyone here this evening, I really would like to know first the business and second, the product, a really impactful story about you and your life. And if you want to talk product first and then business or vice versa, but I'd like to hear from you about both. You have been with the company for a long time and you have lots of stories, and I'm sure things have evolved. But tell me what's been so impactful for you.
Yeah, I will start with the product because that's what got me into the company in the beginning. I wasn't looking for anything. I'm a former architect turned stay-at-home mom, went through postpartum depression, turned coach, all about self-care, and was kind of doing my own thing, charting along, being an entrepreneur, speaking, doing coaching, retreats, and all that stuff, and always felt like there was something missing. Um, well, I guess I said I was going to start with the product, and turns out I'm going into the business anyways, but they're all connected, right? It all relates. So a friend actually introduced me to the product. And again, it wasn't something I was looking for, but I fell in love with it right away. One, because it wasn't a pill. And I hate taking pills. I mean, I am the worst. I am the one that if I have to take something, I have to like put it in my mouth, drink the water, turn around, like don't look at me. Like it takes a long time and I just don't like it. And I don't like the fact that I don't know if it's going to absorb into my system or not. So this was an answer for that. And the fact that it was plant-based, it was from Europe with the higher standards than we have here in the States. And it was something that my kids could take. That was the thing that sold me. The thing that nothing else had it was a lozenge. It wasn't a pill. It wasn't a gummy. We had cupboards full of gummies that had sugar and colors and all the stuff that my kids weren't eating anyways. So I fell in love with the product. And then it was about a year and a half in until I finally jumped both feet deep end into the business because I was kind of tiptoeing. I was, getting a customer, getting an associate, getting a customer here and there, successful, which is crazy because I wasn't working it 100%, but I was successful. I was stuck in the time for dollars model where if I wasn't off leading a retreat or coaching or speaking, I wasn't bringing income in. And if I was doing that, I wasn't with my family. And this has allowed me to be the mom that I want to be because I get to be with my family. I get to go to the mountain bike races, the orchestra festivals. In fact, 2 weeks ago, I was just in Sacramento for Braden's Youth Orchestra Festival, a regional festival. And I'm working in the car on the way from the festival to dinner while Will's driving, doing business, and not feeling like I'm tied down. So I could talk about this for hours because that's how much I love it and that's how passionate I am and how much I believe in this company. I believe in this industry. I was your poster skeptic child of the industry. I didn't want to have anything to do with it until I gave myself permission to open my mind and just take a look. And what I found here at APL Go, the people, the leadership, the business model, the product, the science, the quality, the growth. I mean, you name it, it goes on and on and on. It has changed my life and I will never, ever go back. I will never leave this industry. And I don't think I could ever go back from a pill now that, I have these little yummy lozenges. So they've changed my life in so many ways.
Thank you so much. That is really, really excellent information. And it gives us a lot to sink our teeth into because we know what we know and you can't unknow it. Like you just said, you can't go do anything else. Once you've had an experience, once you've gone belief into internalizing it, it is who you are and it is part of who you are. And I really appreciate you sharing that with us. That was incredible. Really good information. I'm going to move on now and ask a couple of other people to share some of their story. Tuesday, are you at a place where you could talk? I don't know if Tuesday is available to talk, but Tuesday, if you are, you can always come in and let us know. I know you have a weird work schedule. Deborah, are you feeling okay? Would you like to jump in and may I ask you a question or two?
Ask away.
Okay, wonderful. I'm so glad. Let me make sure it switches over to you. I want to make sure that we get you in here. Okay, so I really want to know, Deb, if you could tell me what the community has been like for you here at APL Go, and if you could also share for me how you've recently been contacting different people than you normally were contacting and what that looks like for you.
Yeah, so the community is a huge thing for me. In fact, because I started out as a customer, turned into associate, and the first time I went to Cancun with the company, it was the first time I had been away from my 3 sons in years. I had yet to be away from my kids since I gave birth. And the moment I walked into the Cancun Convention Center, and I was surrounded by all these amazing humans. It was so great. And different cultures, different countries, all this kind of stuff coming together. I remember going upstairs into the hotel room. I opened up the door, I walked in, closed the door, and it was completely silent. And I opened up my window and I was staring out to the ocean. And I remember just weeping because I have 2 sons that have a lot of injuries and issues with different disorders. And I was the mom who felt exhausted and hopeless and tired like all the time until APL Go. And being able to hang out with people who are looking for solutions and not just band-aids for problems is amazing. The constantly being lifted up and supported And sometimes it's not even about APL Go, it's about something else going on in your life, and they come alongside you and stand beside you. And that in itself has been more than a blessing, especially in this past year in 2025, when everybody came to me. I felt like it was God sent that you all came to me in Arizona in 2025. Um, fully embrace all of your love on a daily basis. It is definitely something that makes me smile. And then the other question, what was the other question, love? Oh, yes, I know. Okay. The I usually would go and try to find one person and find another person, find another person. I thought about it. I thought my desire when I got into this company was to get it to the masses as fast as possible, because I wanted to be that mom that found things and was able to give things to others. And I found that the best way to do that was actually going to businesses, brick and mortars, who have people that are seeking out solutions for their problems. And when switching over to businesses, because our product can be sold in businesses, it has the barcode on the boxes. You can buy it at wholesale pricing, turn around, sell it as with a return investment. Our return of investment is very high as well, especially if you get it on a sale price. But being able to be in these businesses and it almost feels like mass production, being able to get all this stuff to people so quickly and more fast than I was previously has been seriously fulfilling for me this past year. And I've only just keep adding business after business after business. So 2026 is looking very, very good for me and a lot of other people who are looking for solutions.
So I have a follow-up, which is
Mhm.
this. You were with the company for a long time. You were here. We were here together. I've known you a long time. This isn't a new thing for you and me, right? Like we've been here for a long time. What shifted that gave you the confidence? It wasn't even confidence, was it? What shifted? Because you always had the confidence. It wasn't like you were afraid to talk to a business owner. Tell me what happened. What was the shift for you?
The shift, honestly, is I was getting desperate to get into more hands, in all honesty. My need to get it into because I'm on all these different Facebook groups, all these, and I get to read desperate moms. I get to hear desperate people looking for answers, and all they're getting is noise from outside. They're not getting solutions. And my shift was in 2025, when beginning of 2025, I knew that I needed to shift and I needed to refocus on what my desire was and not try to be somebody else. There's a lot of amazing people in this company, but I am not those people. And I realized very quickly that it was okay to be me within the company, and I am still going to make massive results doing it my way. And it's been a really great year.
Wow, that's amazing. So I do want to share with you guys just for a second here. I'm going to pop back. I'm going to see if I can. Something's going on with this video situation here, and I'm trying to get it back here. There we go. I do want to share something with you guys. Typically, when we ask somebody to tell their testimonial or their story about this company, they have something that they lean into. And by asking everybody a little bit of a different question, we're getting a little bit of different testimonials. Did you notice that? It's a little bit different. It's kind of conquering it in a different way because we all have the most incredible experiences here. If I were to sit down and just talk to everybody for 10 minutes about we wouldn't be here for 10 minutes with each person. We'd be here for hours and hours and hours and hours because we've had such incredible experiences. And I've been with these people to have these experiences, so I definitely know. Let's hear from somebody who's new, and then we'll go back to somebody who I'm a little more familiar with. I see Mark. Mark, are you brand new with the company? I don't think I've spoken to you before. Are you a guest? Mark, are you new? Are you a guest? Am I able to unmute you? There we go. See what Mark says. If Mark's available, I don't want to put Mark on the spot. Although I do notice that a lot of people who come here into this room do love to share their experience. It's a little tougher on your phone, isn't it? There we go. There we
There
go,
we go.
Mark.
Okay,
Would you?
sorry. Sorry, I'm
No,
just
don't
trying to find the
apologize.
unmute.
I totally get it, and I put you on the spot. You weren't expecting that at all. Would you mind telling us a little bit about your experience with APL Go, or are you new, or are you
I'm
a
just
guest?
no, I'm just fresh new. So I
Okay.
was just on just curious today. So I haven't got any experience that I can share or anything. So I'm just wanting to learn what I can.
Wanting to
So
learn. Can I ask you why you're so curious about this product and this team and this company? Why are you so curious about us?
um,
It's because we're
I've
good
always
looking.
been interested. I've always been interested in this industry for years and years, and just haven't done what needed to be done, and haven't had the success that everybody that I have a lot of associates or acquaintances that have done very well, and I haven't, because I know I haven't done what needs to be done in order to be successful. So I'm always curious, I'm always looking, but so
What's
that's why I
different
just
this
wanted
time? I mean, I guess what I'm saying is
the
you
product,
must
like it's
love with us for some reason.
my girlfriend's sitting over here. She's doing some work in the background there, and so she's listened to everything I'm saying. So I know what I know, and I know what needs to be done. Sometimes it's a matter of doing it. I don't know if
Yes.
it's a guy thing or if it's just but I've been having some health issues the last little while. I had a 6 hour test today with some nuclear medicine for my heart and some issues that I'm just trying to get resolved. And they keep saying, well, what medications are you on? And I said, well, what ones am I supposed to be taking, or what ones am I actually taking? I am terrible, terrible for taking taking things. So when you were mentioning earlier about the the fact that it's in a lozenge and not a pill, but so I was just curious, and a few things that are just seem different. So I just wanted to get on and listen
I'm
in
so
and
grateful.
see what I
Thank you
could
so
find
much.
out.
Yeah,
Okay.
and this is the perfect time to do that. I want you guys to all understand, and the reason I'm so grateful to Mark for sharing is because it's so important to hear from somebody who is just learning about us and what is it that they want to know, and why are they willing to trust us enough with their time. This isn't about money, and I tell people this all the time. This isn't about money, because you can always get money and you can make money and you can get more money. It is about your time. Our time is something that is a resource you can't get back. So the fact that anyone, and thank you, Mark, that Mark would be willing, especially after a long day that he's had, right? He just told us he's had a very long day, to join us. That shows just how unique this company and this group of people is. This is a really unique group. So thank you. Kevin, would you like to share with us a few things? Can I ask you some questions?
Sure, go right ahead.
Okay, great. I know that you've been with the company for a long time, and that you and I met a while ago. You came to Maryland previously, and you decided as soon as there was going to be an event that you would round up some people and get in your car and drive. And it's not the first time. I know that you also did that with the Tennessee event. I know that you've done this before. And I just got done talking to Mark and mentioning about time. It is time consuming. It's not about the money, it's about the time with people and things like that. So, why? Why would anybody come cross country and drive all the way down to see us and to be a part of this community and to be a part of this business? And what do you see here for your future?
Great question. And I'm gonna actually talk about another time that I came down, and it was the very first event that I went to with APO Go. It was in Ohio. Um, and if a bunch of us went there, and I met a bunch of people for the very first time, and I brought a friend of mine with me. We're sitting at the table, and some people had bought the dinner, and we were just having a great time. And my friend that I brought with me said, "I've never seen you so happy." And there's a feeling that you get when you're surrounded by a group of people who think positively, who are working at what you want to work at, have similar goals, and you're in that environment. There's something very super and wonderfully uplifting about it. and it's addictive. So I would say that is one of the reasons why I go to these events. And of course, you meet a lot. You meet new people. You learn a lot of things. You have fun, but there's just that feeling that you get.
I love that. I love hearing it. So I know you're going to get in the car and you're going to drive to see us on February 21st,
Yes,
but you're not from here and you're not even from this country. So I ask you, will you have guests in the room?
working on it.
That
Working
doesn't
on it.
surprise me. I knew that was your goal and that was your mission.
Hmm.
So tell me, how do you tackle that? Do you do what Deb does? Do you start calling business owners? What are you doing? Do you call other, like what Amber said, she calls other teammates who know people? Are you going to do what Pamela does and buckle down and really just start focusing and be consistent? What will you do?
Well, there's definitely tapping into some team members to see if they have any people in the area. I'm working on that right now with Las Vegas, with some of my team members. 90% of my business is in the States. And because how that's happened is because I met a lot of people on Alignable. And I will go back to my Alignable connections that I know that live in the area or know people who live in the area and tap into those to get those people interested in coming.
That is brilliant. That is a brilliant idea. So you're going to use social media
Mhm.
and referrals and communication and connections.
Yep.
That is so awesome.
Yep.
And what is your goal when you say you're coming? What is your goal that you want to achieve by coming, by driving that many hours? Like Pamela's saying, she's, going so far. What is your goal for coming to this event? Is it to introduce the business to new people? Is it to sell some product on the way? Is it to network with people? Give it another reason to network with people when you call them on Alignable. What's the goal?
Well, definitely the first one is to see about recruiting people. Selling product on the way is kind of difficult because I am from another country and I technically can't physically sell while I'm there. So that's prohibited. But certainly I can talk to people and they can buy from the website while I'm there, right? I can refer them to the website. And then using the alignable connections to, further connections that I have with alignable. Because, for some people, I just say, just come and meet me, right? Just come have free lunch, have tacos. And it's not even Tuesday. We're gonna have tacos, right? And then,
Right,
and then,
that's
and, right, and then we're gonna have a good time. And then worst case scenario, you spent an hour or 2 hours with me. Best case scenario, you see something you didn't see before, and maybe we can work together on other things.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciate it. And I really do look forward to seeing you and learning more from you and how you do the business, just like we've been learning from everybody else. It's really one of those things that helps us all to learn and to grow. So, Shelley, are you ready? Would you like to share a little bit about your experience? I know you live in the coldest place on earth, is what I feel like when I talk to you. Every time I think about you, I think of putting a coat on and a hat and gloves. So, Shelley, would you mind sharing a little bit with us?
Sure, I can do that.
I was honored today when you reached out to me. You were asking me about um, the upcoming trip in April, and it's not April, it's February, and you were asking me a little bit about that. So clearly, you're making a plan and you're getting ready and you're doing things. So, what is it that you're doing to get ready for this April event?
So the April event is a long way from where I am right now in Ontario, Canada. And I'm just making sure I got flights there, booking my hotel, making sure I have a second bed in the hotel in case there's someone who needs a place, and also making sure I had my ticket, that was what I needed assistance with you on. And that's what I was doing because I was just making sure I had everything lined up. I know not to leave things last minute with those big events.
I agree with you 1,000%. But why are you coming? Because you're coming from so far away. I mean, what would be the reason that you would want to come all this way? And what is your plan? I mean, what do you want to get out of this?
Well, last year I went to the April event in Arizona, which was my first event with this company. And I was nervous and I almost backed out. I had chats with Tina and other members on the team, And it was because I was going so far away. It's a 3 hour drive to the airport, and then it was 2 to 3 plane rides to get there. And one of the things that actually made me really go was Deb, who provided transportation to the team on the day, because I live in a small town, and to get in a cab by myself is very scary for me. And she made it happen. But it was just getting in the room with people in person, meeting them. They're real people. They're authentic. They treat you like family, and they take you under the wing. It's just like Kevin had said, it makes you feel happy, and you are happy. And I knew I needed to be there. So based on last year, that is why I'm making it happen this year. And I know there's other events that are happening, but I needed to pick one, and I picked that one.
I love that. And I love what you just said. And I remember meeting you and making the little graphic for you about going, and the picture of you and Tina Malsom, who is our ambassador. And that was amazing, and you got to meet so many people and really build that connection. It's funny, the expression is always get plugged in and stay plugged in with everybody who's on the team. That's kind of how people talk, get plugged in. And I would say that you made that your goal. You got plugged in, and you're on all the calls. You are 100% engaged. In fact, during the workday, I have to give you kudos. During the workday, you are on the Zooms, on the calls with us, with your headset on, getting work done as much as you can at work and here, so that you can be a part of it, so that you can grow your business. And I have to ask, what is the reason that you want to be successful in a business, and especially in this business? What's the real reason for you? What's your why?
My real reason went back 2 years ago, and I had chronic headaches that the doctor had said I was using too much over-the-counter medication for, and I needed to find something else. She tried me on other supplements, but they didn't agree with me, and I can't handle capsules. So when this candy lozenge came away and it did the trick, that was it. And as I've gotten older and more health conditions are occurring, this is just where I need to be, because natural supplements, and they work. Even though I was one of those skeptical people, that is my why. It's just to be healthier, because age doesn't stop and changes you quite a bit. And also it would be nice to have like the secondary income and eventually leave the 10 hour a day office job. So
Leave that 10-hour day office job so you can work 24 hours a day with me. I love it. I'm just kidding, but that's always what it feels like. Thank you, Shelley. Thank you so much for sharing. That is really meaningful. Marianne, are you ready to tell us a little bit? Can I ask you some questions?
Of course.
Okay, great. Well, I love that. So Marianne and I have known each other since she got started here in the company. And I'll just tell you that I am very excited to be on a team with Marianne. She's the #1 recruiter last year in the whole company. And before that, it was #1 in Canada. And it's exceptional. It's wonderful to be with somebody, talking with somebody who is just recruiting and bringing people in all the time, and that's part of what she does and how she is. When Marianne first got to this company, she was about as tough as nails, and I thought, if we can wait it out, she's going to go crazy here, and it's true. It really happened.
Magic wand did the
Magic wand, it's
trick.
true. So I know you and I love to talk, but we don't have that much time because we have so many people to share with, and we're getting down to the last couple of minutes. So in a nutshell, in a quick minute or two, could you please tell me, I want to ask this question, but it's inappropriate. Why the heck is it so easy for you to just talk to people and bring them in? That's what I want to ask, but that's not really an appropriate question, right? But like, is it the first thing you think of when you talk to people to bring them into the business? Is it what is going on with you that this is so important to you that you make it a priority in a conversation with the people that you speak to?
because I'm excited and I like the money I make. I would like to make more, please. Thank you. Um, so so I think it's, why not give the person the opportunity to make the money as well? I don't like administrative work at all, like not even a little bit, not like at all. I like signing people up though. That's not administrative work, that's happiness. But I don't want to have to do it again. So I'm not signing anyone up as a customer and then redoing the whole thing again. No, no. We're just going to do this. We're going to do it once and that's it. And why not make money while you're feeling better? I mean, that's what worked for me. So I'm going to share that. And, at some point, I feel like they will come back and they will do it. Some people might not do it, that year, that day, that month, that week, but they will. They will. Just stay in touch with them and they like the product. That's really my why. My why is really to make people feel better, just making the money because the company has such great compensation. Why not? Easy for me to talk to people? Yeah. 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 Just yeah, because I love that. I could do that all day long. In fact, I do it all day long. I think with me, it's more numbers than anything else. People always ask me, how do you do it? And I'm like, I belong to several networking events. I'm on there all the time, once, twice, 3 times a week, probably 5, 6 times a week. I'm in a networking event. Some are in person. And now I'm doing my own events in person, my own trade shows. So that's exciting. And yeah, there's always people. Oh, yeah, this is really cool. Tell me about yourself. Yeah. What? DNA of the plant? Oh, heck yeah. So yeah, that just talk numbers. Lots of people talk to lots of people, and eventually somebody will sign up. And if they don't sign up, I don't chase. I don't get annoying. I give them space. And then, I'll call them again and say, hey, did you know what, just in case you were wondering about the product and you were wanting to try it, we're having a sale because we always have sales. So it's not that hard to pick a time when they're going to have a sale and just call them and say, hey, just thought I'd let you know. And if it works, great. If not, it's okay. You're still in my, so to speak, Rolodex. I know I just aged myself totally. Don't be shaking your head, Mr. Kevin. And the reason Kevin's really excited about going to Maryland is because he gets to drive with me.
I know you two are simpatico. You are
My brother
brother
and
and
sister
sister
for
from another
sure.
mother. Yeah,
And
you are.
yes, I want to give an extra kudos to Deb because she did pick us all from the
I
airport.
know. I was going to say
Holy
I wanted to
man,
say
that
thank
girl is
you.
something.
Like we'll
Anyway,
never get over that, Deb. That was major to come and pick us up and take us somewhere. That was incredible. That was so, so good. I mean, holy crap. That was a real act of service. That was amazing. And that is who you are. So that's amazing. And that's how you are, Marian. Did you notice how Marianne immediately thanked that? Like it's funny, like that's how Marianne is. Her love language is gifts.
I love gifts.
Your love language is acts of service. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. So we have a cool group of people, and most of the other people don't have their cameras on, so I don't know if if it's not appropriate. I know Rose has little kids, and she could be bathing them. Tuesdays might be at work. Kelly popped in and popped out. Colleen did. If you want to pop on and you'd like to share something, we've just got a couple more minutes. I did want to share my story a little bit, and then, but Colleen just popped in. Colleen. I would love to ask you a question or two if you would like to answer a question. Would you like to answer a question? Yes. Yes, that one. Yes.
Hi,
Hi, how are you
I'm
tonight?
not camera ready.
Oh, that's okay. We're just little tinies. So I have a question for you. You've been with the
Sure.
company. Has it been even 6 months?
You're probably thinking of the other Colleen. You're
Oh,
not thinking of me.
I know there are two
Okay.
colleagues. I was thinking of you. How long have you been with the company?
Oh gosh, over 2 years.
Over 2 years. And tell me, what has shifted for you that you've really been working the business now, attending Zooms, coming on, talking to people? Because I remember you coming on with Tina at a cocktail party like this, right?
I've been on a lot of, I have always tried to attend as many as possible.
Good.
Kevin
Yeah.
he's really good at reminding me. I love that about him. And I'm serious, I do. He's the best. And he's very patient with me. I have been a very slow start. I do love it. I love him. And he's really like a really good friend to me, which really is part of the reason why I never gave up. Like, I know that the possibility is there. I talk to people all the time. I mean, and everybody that I've ever like that has tried the product loves it. And it's been, I mean, what it's really done is reinforced my love for the product. And I know that sounds crazy, but I thought, well, maybe it's just me. Maybe I just think it works because I want it to work. So, but it's not. Anybody that I've ever sampled it to, or everybody loves it. I've never had anybody go, well, that didn't really work for me. So, I mean, it's really encouraged me to even talk to more people. And Kevin, like I said, he's really great at, like, I don't want to say forcing me, but encouraging me to make sure I do the things that I don't maybe necessarily want. I don't want to say I don't want to do it, but I'm busy. I'm so busy because I work a lot, and you know, but it's great. I have been trying to talk to more people because I know that you're gonna get 1,000 no's before you get all the yeses, and I feel like all the people that I have talked to, they haven't been no's. They're just not yeses yet. So that's kind of my motivation, if that makes sense. Because
I
nobody has flat out said no. So
Right. It's just a not
yeah,
now or something. I think the
right.
word that comes to mind when you describe um, Kevin is specifically empowerment. Like he's really good at empowering. He's a
I would,
really
yeah,
empowering
he
person.
is.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
he's very encouraging, and he's always trying to lift me up, which is great because sometimes I guess I need that. But no, he's awesome, and I feel like, I mean, he didn't know it, but that day we met on a lineable, like I was going to be stuck to a sip forever, whether he liked it or not. So, like, even if it wasn't for this company, I'm not going anywhere. So,
God, I love that so much. That's so cool. And I know Kevin loves hearing that. We
and
only
I
have
love this company. This is a great company, and they do have a good compensation. I mean, there's nothing about this company that I don't like. I have never stuck with a company this, and I've been with several, and tried several products, and it's the love of the product that keeps me for sure just chucking along because I know how great it is. So
love hearing that, Colleen. Thank you so much.
thank
I
you.
know we're getting into the last couple minutes, and I just looked at the text message that Tina Malsom sent to me about doing tonight, and she had asked me to do some specific things, and I will ask Ludi to talk. Yes, absolutely, Deb. I did see your message; it kind of popped up for me, but I do have to do these other things because I have to, because it's the law. So when it's the law, it's the law. So let me first show you this really quickly. I am going to share my screen, but I need to open my website first. Oh, I was talking to myself. I don't think you guys could hear that, but I want to show you something. And it is this, and this is on Facebook. Now, not everybody in the world is on Facebook, right? Like they're not everybody's on Facebook. So it doesn't mean that you're going to see this or not see this. And we do have other places where you can get this information. But check this out. DNA Drops Testimonial Group. This is the cool thing that I want to show you. So if you go to Facebook, you won't probably find this because this is a private group because we do share private things in here. But Tina Malsom, who's our ambassador, has made it so easy to share testimonials with other people and to even put your own testimonial into this group. And I'll explain why. In most testimonial groups, someone will go to the group and they'll just make a post, a random post anywhere. But what Tina did is she created one singular post for every product. So for instance, I'm here on the page and here's the one for STP, Stop Pain. And if you come here and you just go all the way to the bottom, you can put your own story right here or share it with other people by tagging them here. Tagging is putting the @ sign first and then type name in. So I could type @Marianne and then her name is highlighted in blue. And that means that she's in the group. See, it's going to get dark here in a second. It's going to get a little bit bold. There you go. So Marianne is in the group. I've added her and now she can see I've tagged her on this specific post. And most people, and actually Deborah's really good at this, saying things like, hey, this is the product I was telling you about. I want to make absolutely sure you know exactly what other people have said, their experiences with the product. This is a place for you to be able to go and sell the product to your customers, to your potential customers, to prospects. It is amazing how effective that group is, and it's large. So, the first thing I want to ask is that at the end of this Zoom, everybody please go and put a brand new story, something brand new. I know we all have our regular stories we tell, but I want you to put something new into that group for us because that's a group we all use, so it would be good. The second thing that's a really big deal, very important, and I want you to do it immediately at the end of this Zoom when we immediately get off. I want you to go to a website called Trust Pilot. Trust Pilot. TRUSTPILOT.com. And the reason I want you to go there is I want you to tell your story, business, community, product, whatever you would like about APL Go. But we need to make sure that we're on the same and correct APL Go because what happens is there are some folks who've gotten confused and created a new APL Go and then somebody, so we want to be unified. So I'm going to ask Kevin while I'm talking to Ludi to find the correct Trustpilot that we need to be using. And then at the very end, after Ludi talks, we'll go to Kevin and maybe he can share his screen or send it to me in the chat or all of us in the chat of exactly where to go. Is that okay with you, Kevin?
It is. I might have some questions myself, but yes.
Okay, super duper. Awesome, awesome. So yeah, trustpilot.com. There's a couple different ones. Just find the one that's got the most, I guess. I don't know, because yeah, it's a sticky wicket. So Ludi, hi there. Are you in Las Vegas? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Wonderful. Where do you live full time?
I'm in Arizona. So Deborah and I drove over together today and we drove to St. George last week. And yeah, we've just been partying.
That is amazing. Oh, excuse me for just a second. Thank you, Pamela. I appreciate you. So Pamela was able to find it. So if you and Kevin want to take a look. Oh, actually, Pamela put it into the chat. Bingo. That's awesome. Thank you, Pamela. I appreciate you so much. Ludi, I'm coming back. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I think that's the right one. We'll double check that, but yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say it should be the one like it's got a comment from me and you and Sherry and Ruth and Tina, and that's the right one. That's the only way I would know it was the right one. Sorry, Ludi. I just want to make sure everybody can leave a really good story about what their experience is with this company. It helps all of us. So it's a really cool website that people go and they want to see that. So Ludi, I want to get back to you. You live in Arizona and you and Deb have been all over going to these city tour cities. Is that right?
That is correct.
Why?
Why? Because Debbie's making me. No, I'm just kidding. No.
She's kidnapped me. She's holding me hostage. No, why are you?
Things? No, I actually used to be a orphan, and I am working my way back out. And I said I was going to go, and I asked her if she was going, and she said I'm going to St. George, but I don't know about Vegas. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then she came back and said, yeah, I'll go to Vegas too. So, you
To
know,
say as if she
together,
wouldn't go.
pair up. Yeah, yeah.
That is amazing. Now, are you inviting people and getting people to come or?
Definitely inviting people. We've been about stopping by health spas today at different places and dropping off some flyers, talking to people in
Really?
person, right here in Henderson, and just having fun. Yeah.
That's awesome. So you are fearless as well. So what
Yeah.
would you say
Getting there.
is what would you say is the part about going and talking to people in person that is inspirational to others? Because that can be such a daunting thing, but you got in your car and you did it. So what would you say you feel like after you accomplished that?
Actually, it's really fun. I used to be the social butterfly, and I love talking to people, but it always just takes me a kick in the butt to get moving to do it. So Deb went into this juice shop today, and I stayed in the car because I was writing an email out. And this guy comes out of the cleaners, and like he's parked right next to us. And I looked up and said hi, and he's like, "Hey," and I'm like, "What you doing tomorrow?" And we just started talking, and yeah, we just chatted and just I don't know. I have fun doing that. I used to not have a problem doing it at all, but just initiating it is always my hardest part. But once I do, I feel really good.
I love it. Thank you so much, Ludi. Narita just jumped on as well, and I just can't let this moment go without saying everybody unmute and applaud Narita because Narita is the other half of Amber and Narita, and we want to say congratulations on on earning the trip to Alaska. Congratulations, Narita.
Yay,
Thank you
Narita.
so much. I am so excited. I lived in the Northwest for my whole life until 25 years ago, which isn't my whole life. So anyway, but I lived up there over 50 years and never made it to Alaska. And now I get to go and I'm very excited.
Oh, I love hearing that. That's so awesome. Wonderful. Well, I
And
want to
having that event last week was amazing. It makes me want to fly to Maryland.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Well, we're right near the airport. That's where the event is. If anybody wants to know, we're right near the airport where the trains come in. We're right in the center of the East Coast, right on the edge in the middle. That's what I always say. We're right on the edge in the middle. So I am going to wrap up because we are officially at 9 o'clock. And I'm just going to go right here like this, and I'm going to say like this. I thank you so much for joining us tonight and for being here. Whether you're on YouTube or you're watching the replay or you're seeing this on Facebook, wherever you are seeing this, we want to thank you so much for hearing what we have to say about something that we are so passionate about. Every one of us has a unique story, a story as unique as we are, and a reason for being here as unique as we are. And we have room for you. We want you to be here with us. This is a great place to be. New friends, old friends, it's like that old song, make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other's gold. That's what it's like here. Incredible community, top income. I do want to say that I know there are a lot of people who are wondering about the systems, about the stability of the company, the stability of the team, if we have science and if we're science backed, and if there's an opportunity to make money here, especially if you're somebody who wants to dive in with 2 feet and really get started. And I would say absolutely yes. Our top income earners have earned in the millions of dollars. I earned 5 digits. What is it? 5 digits in my first 90 days here with the company. And I would say to you that if you're looking for income, or if you're looking for a turnkey system that you can dive in and really sink your teeth into something, or if you want to know that it's a high integrity and science backed product, then you have found the right place. You have found the right community. This is a group of people who care about each other and each other's success and want to help you do well. So make sure you get back to somebody who you've seen here tonight, all different personalities. So there's somebody here for you that can help you to get started. And we hope that you've enjoyed our evening tonight. Everybody, I want to do one big sign off, one big goodbye. So I want everybody to unmute. And I do want to also make sure I get a picture of us all. So everybody come off of your or show your camera or come on camera. What am I trying to say? Get on your camera. Show your face. That's what I'm trying to say. Show your face. Just for a second, and we'll do a 1, 2, 3, and we'll do picture. So let me go here. And you'll have to hold it for a second. So 1, 2, 3, and hold it for a second. Oh, wait. Yep. That should make sure I did it. No, I didn't do it. Yeah, I did it. Okay, it worked. Okay, I got our picture. And that was amazing. We're going to do one more because it was really bad. All right, we're going to do one more. I'm using that a snipping tool. Okay, everybody look. There we go. We just needed some practice. All right, everybody, that was amazing. I can't wait to see the replay. This will be live on, actually, I think it's on my YouTube. At first, I thought it was going to Tina's YouTube, but it goes to mine. So if you go to YouTube and you search Julia Flynn Worry, I'm easy to find there. And I'm going to download this and we'll make sure we have the replay. And then I think Tina wants to take all of these testimonials and put them to good use. I love you guys. Have an amazing time tomorrow in Las Vegas. Roll those dice. Bring in some new people, share the story, spread the word. And everybody here who is not going to be in Las Vegas, remember, the Super Bowl, if all you've got to do is go somewhere to watch the Super Bowl or ask somebody about it, and I bet you're going to get a new business partner because everybody loves to talk about it. Have a great evening, everyone. Love you so much.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Julia.
Thank you,
Bye.
Julia. Good night.